So I wasn't sure if I understood what we exactly were supposed to do this week for video number 7. It said go outside and find an example of an interspecific competition and describe the example you found, giving specific details into the costs and potential benefits for each actor. So the first thing I thought of when I was kind of looking around our area yesterday was my lawn, the grass we have outside. You have a thick bed of grass that if I turn the water on, it does fine. It's beautiful. It's green most of the year. If I turn the water off because I'm too cheap to pay the extra water bill, you'll start seeing that grass die off. You specifically see it where it tends to be a bit hotter, so right next to the house where the sun's shining on it, or along the driveway and sidewalks, or you will see a different species of grass and plant there that can maybe be a bit hardier. You essentially see it in the backyard a lot better. Front yard, for some reason, it doesn't get super dead, but the backyard, it tends to die off quite a bit. I accidentally overwatered it in the spring, and most of my backyard was this really nice, fine grass, same species. I don't know grass species. But as soon as I stopped watering it, most of it died off, and then I had these nasty weeds coming up. So that would be an example of the cost of that interspecific competition. The grass is pulling up all the water it can, it doesn't share it around, and so you have bigger die-offs, which lead to other species coming up. The potential benefits, I don't know, I was trying to figure out what potential benefits would be, and so I kind of Googled it and was looking into it, and it said that the potential benefits can lead to evolution. So maybe that's how you get different grass types, is when they get starved for water and resources, they start learning to adapt to either take in less resource or to take in a different type of resource, which can change how they look and act. The second example I was thinking of is the farmer down the road from us has goats. They're in a smaller pen. They have limited resources. The pen is almost all dirt. I mean, he lets them loose to a pasture with grass, but we mostly see them in the pen. Goats don't really eat a lot of grass anyway. They eat some, but they tend to prefer like scrub brush and trash. And we raised goats. They preferred my mom's favorite trees to anything else. The benefit is that they already can eat a lot of different trash, so they have a wider variety of species they can devour. But the cost is that they can overeat, and again, like I said, in this pen, they don't have a lot to eat, which means the farmer has to feed them more hay, more grain to keep them alive. The potential benefits, instead of looking at what they can potentially do, I wanted to look back a little bit and say, I don't know this for sure, but as an example, sheep and goats, I would assume, have kind of a common ancestor. Well, if they had that common ancestor and you look at overcrowded, overpopulation, not enough resources, whatever it was, something caused that split to where some of your goats or some of your sheep started eating more brushy type stuff, more twigs, branches, trees, and the other took over the grass portion. They eat more grass, which sheep tend to tear the grass up and rip it out. So that could also lead to a cost of losing your resources instead of allowing it to regrow. So that would be an idea of the benefit, how they had a bit of speciation take place there to where they split off to where they each had their own niche then, and your goats took the more stubble and woody type of food, whereas your sheep stuck to the grass. Thank you.